So DeSantis' chief argument, which is you'll get Trumpism without actually Trump. Everyone's like, well, what if I get Trumpism and also Trump, right? I get to have sort of the Trump revenge tour on the people who are victimizing him, and also he can actually win. So basically, the entire case for anyone else disappeared.
This election will see 8 million new voters in the US electorate and 41 million Gen Z voters. It's apparently, according to one poll, 18% of voters say they're more likely or significantly more likely to vote for a candidate endorsed by Taylor Swift, the phenomenon of our age. And a lot of conservatives have got very upset about this and think that she's going to deliberately sabotage the whole thing by saying vote Biden. Do you think this is a bit ridiculous, this whole debate, or is there a point to it?
It's not a little bit ridiculous. It's a lot ridiculous. Taylor Swift endorsed Biden in 2020. So, like, who cares? Also, that same poll, by the way, shows that 17% of Americans said they would be less likely to vote for Joe Biden if Taylor Swift endorsed Joe Biden. So basically, it's a wash. This whole thing, it really is just a sign of our absurd times that people are focusing, instead of focusing in on, like, the actual issues, like who's going to run the country and how is that foreign policy going to be effectuated and is the economy going to heal? Everybody's focused in on, is there a CIA conspiracy around Taylor Swift, or is Taylor Swift really a magical political kingmaker? By the way, everyone is talking about Taylor Swift mobilizing votes. Taylor Swift has something like 200 million plus, I think it's more, it's like 260 million Instagram followers. She put out in Instagram telling people to register to vote. She got 35,000 people to vote. And people are treating that like, oh, it's an enormous 35,000 people. 160 million people voted in the last election cycle. Like, Taylor Swift is not going to be the make or break for Joe Biden.
She has had a big effect on NFL ratings, though.
That is true. When women are watching the NFL for the first time. And I will say that my conspiracy theory was that if Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens had been on the brink of actually beating the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC Championship, Lamar Jackson might have actually been drone striked by Roger Goodell from the NFL higher offices, because the NFL desperately needs the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
And putting aside her politics, I would imagine that Taylor Swift is pretty much your idea of a good role model, isn't she, for young girls in particular?
I mean, my only critique of Taylor Swift is that she's 34 and all of her songs sound like a 17-year-old going through her first breakup. That's my only critique, is that she's 2 years younger than my wife. My wife is a doctor and we have 4 kids, and Taylor Swift is 34 and single and still acting like she's in the dating pool. Now, that's my only critique of Taylor Swift. My great hope for Taylor Swift is that Travis Kelce proposes to her. She gets married to Travis Kelce. They have lots of babies, and a bunch of young feminist women decide that actually marriage is not the worst idea, and they get married and have a bunch of babies, and we can have the Taylor Swift baby boom.
Are you a secret Swiftie, Ben?
I'm definitely not a secret Swiftie. I mean, listen, I'm a rap legend, so frankly, that's not even my bag, yo.